But in fact, they go with, we are having some shockers here.
Is he in the crowd?
Jordan Poole.
I don't even think he's at his own table.
No, because he didn't get a
right. So he's just chilling out in the crowd like everybody else.
Just hanging out in the crowd.
Maybe the worst pick in the draft so far.
There we go.
And there's nothing against Jordan Poole. No offense, dude. I think the guy could be a rotation NBA player someday. This is an absolutely inexplicable pick by the Warriors.
New definition to pool party here as we watch you bathe in champagne. Jordan Poole, how does it feel?
Remarkable. Amazing to be a part of. An amazingly special team we have. And I'm just so thankful to be around these guys. So, I don't know. They're remarkable.
What's been your biggest adjustment so far in the last couple of weeks with the new players that you've met here in DC?
That's it, just meet new players, just kind of figuring out their backstories, who they are as people, of course how they play on the court, but just kind of get a smooth transition, slowly just figuring out who we're going to be spending our time with throughout the season and things of that nature.
In the 2019 finals, Golden State faced off against the Raptors and failed to make a three-peat. And in the process, they lost Klay Thompson to an ACL injury. And in the offseason, KD left Golden State to go play for the Nets and teamed up with Kyrie. And Golden State would get D'Angelo Russell in return. But still, with having Klay out, this left a big hole in the team. So, they moved to the draft to find something. And they did not have a high pick. But they did have the 28th pick. And Bob Myers was looking at all the prospects in the draft and had his eyes set on a kid, a gem from the University of Michigan named Jordan Poole.
With the 28th pick in the 2019 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Jordan Poole from the University of Michigan.
Jordan, you made the decision to go all in on this draft. What gave you the confidence that you would be a first rounder?
Just being able to work so hard on this particular moment, this opportunity in my life, and I have so much support through coaching staff, my family. I just feel like just being able to be in this situation, I made the right decision.
Okay, maybe you'll be a Splash nephew now?
Yeah, I'm something like that. I'm definitely a little young, but I'm Splash something for sure. Might have to bring the drip to the league. So.
With the Warriors getting Jordan Poole, they expected the best shooter of all time in Stephen Curry to mentor him. But in the fourth game of the season, Curry injured his wrist by falling awkwardly. And Klay Thompson already being out with his injury, this gave Jordan Poole and the other young players some time to develop and actually get minutes. But as any young player, he struggled. So he played with the G League team as well, where he gained real confidence. And when he returned to Golden State, he played a lot better and handling the ball a lot more at that point guard position. But then Kofi came around, pretty much shutting everything down. But he had a solid season, playing 57 games and started 14 of those and showed flashes of something great. And with the next season about to start, Klay goes down with another major injury that left him sidelined again. And you would think Poole here would excel, but no, he was struggling a lot to stay consistent, having to shift to the shooting guard position as Curry came back and played off ball. So Golden State decided to move him back to the G League again, to prove himself, to give him one more shot to succeed. So the G League had a bubble season, where just like how the NBA did with the playoffs, and the Santa Cruz Warriors joined with Jordan Poole on the roster. And here is where he really started cooking and gained huge confidence.
The bubble came, a lot of the older guys just told me to be aggressive, play my game, and they said that I was extremely talented and skilled, and it would be a great opportunity to go down there and just excel and learn. And I took it to heart, and I took it as game rep. But when I was down there, I just took full advantage of it, and just decided to try to better myself as best as I could.
Poole!
Oh, wee!
Jordan Poole hammers it down. AT&T 5G. No one picks up the shooter. Bottoms.
During this time in the G League, Jordan Poole dropped 22 points per game with 3.5 assists to go along with that, and was clearly ready for the NBA level once again, and Golden State called him back up, as even they saw major improvement, and even dropping 26 points in his first game back off the bench. He dropped 12 points per game, finding himself to be the leader and the scorer at will in the second unit, and they made it to the play-in, but they did lose to the Memphis Grizzlies. But the Golden State Warriors are starting to figure out they might just have the third Splash Brother on their hands, with Curry helping him develop into a star, and to have Klay Thompson coming back in the next season. And this is where Jordan Poole earned the starting shooting guard spot, as he worked so hard for all this time. And he did not disappoint, dropping 30 points against the Hornets, Detroit, and Toronto, looking better than ever on the court, moving with such ease, and was deep in his bag with moves he displayed, and dropping 38 points as a career high against the Suns.
And no defender wants to do that. Oh, it's a mean in and out. And, well, Cole Anthony's in a bad way. He's by him pretty easily. Wendell Carter is still dizzy right now. What just happened? Poole for the lead! Virginia to its first ever national title. Poole heading to the free throw line.
And finally, the long-awaited Klay Thompson came back. And this had Jordan Poole coming off the bench, being the sixth man as he was still cooking. And when all three were on the court, it was like a three-headed goat that was tough to take down. But toward the end of the season, Stephen Curry went down with a leg injury, and Jordan Poole had to step up into that point guard role, and was still playing really nice, and led them to the number 3 spot in the Western Conference. And this season, he dropped 18 points per game and shot 36% from downtown. But their first opponent in the playoffs were the Denver Nuggets, and Jordan Poole, finally, long time waited, had the chance to start. And he played amazing, and even dropping 21 points per game in this series as Curry was coming off the bench.
Poole, the Euro, pounded. It's really paying off. There's the sidestep three, off the bounce. First got in the league. There's no way to guard this. And get to the free throw. Got to fight over that screen. Jordan Poole had a tough time. Oh, that's not fair. That is not fair. Step back three. Poole attacking. Corkscrewing up and in. Poole's going to walk into a three. Oh, the kid is ridiculous. Going at Boogie Cousins. He can't keep up with you. That change of direction, it's too acute.
With Curry becoming fully healthy by the second round, Jordan Poole moved back to the bench, and Golden State took down Memphis in 6 games and Dallas in 5 games. But Jordan Poole's play took a slight dip, but still was solid, and their final opponent being the Celtics, standing in the way of them winning the championship. Golden State was able to take down the Celtics in 6 games and winning another championship, and developing the young star, Jordan Poole, looking like the future of the franchise and being a spark plug off the bench.
Man, I'm so proud of our group. I thank God every day that I get to play this game at the highest level with some amazing people. I mean, we do know this is what it's all about, playing for a championship and what we've been through the last 3 years. The beginning of the season, nobody thought we'd be here, except everybody on this court right now, and it's amazing. Very surreal, though. Very surreal.
Winning this championship looked good for Golden State until.
Welcome back to the show. This morning, TMZ released this video of Draymond punching Jordan Poole. Yesterday, Bob Myers said that this matter would be handled internally, but that was obviously before the video was made public.
I was wrong for my actions that took place on Wednesday, and for that, I have apologized to my team. I have apologized to Jordan. If my mother saw that video, I know how my mother would feel.
This punch not only hurt Poole, but killed the chemistry Golden State had. And Draymond did get suspended, but a lot of people thought Green did this because he was due for a payday, and Poole was looking to get good money. And a couple of days later, that is exactly what happened, as Poole got paid $140 million for 4 years. And the video of the punch had got leaked, so it was definitely awkward in the locker room for everyone. But here is where Jordan Poole's ego got to him, as he had poor shot selection, making it difficult for himself. But he was still good, dropping 20 points per game and had a career-high 43 points against Toronto. But the efficiency went down. And with all this going on, Golden State got to the 6th seed in the Western Conference as they met up against a young and upcoming Kings team that were hungry to take them down in the playoffs in the first round. In this series, Jordan Poole struggled tremendously, just scoring 12 points and shooting 25% from 3, and playing 22 minutes. And they went to a Game 7 in a winner-go-home situation. And in this game, Poole only scored 8 points, as Curry scored 50 points for Golden State, leading the way as they moved on to the next round, winning this series 4-3. And in the next round, they faced off against the Lakers, and here is where Jordan Poole really fell off a cliff, only averaging 8 points a game and shooting 25% from downtown, and even threw up a wild shot to try and tie Game 1, but Golden State would lose this series in 6 games, losing 2-4. And in the offseason, they knew that they had to make a change, because the relationship was clearly broken and the bond could not be repaired.
Big breaking news out of the NBA for a second day in a row. Chris Paul headed to the Golden State Warriors. That has been confirmed by our NBA insider Bill Ryder. In return for Chris Paul, the Wizards will receive Jordan Poole, Ryan Rollins, and a protected first-round pick.
The Warriors traded Jordan Poole to the Wizards for Chris Paul. And a lot of people thought because of this, Poole can do better in a new role, having the keys on a new team and being alongside Kuzma as a duo for the Wizards. And he looked good in the preseason as he dropped 41 points in Madison Square Garden. But adjusting to this new move was hard, as we would see that in his play this season, as he even had one of the lowest shooting percentages, making it hard on himself to make shots, shooting more difficult ones than he did with his last year in Golden State, and even getting booed and benched, and even scoring 0 points and having a lot of lowlights. Overall this season, he dropped 17 points a game and 4 assists to go alongside with that. But he's only 25 years old and has a lot of potential, and hopefully can unlock that next season. With the 5 years Jordan Poole has been in the league, it hasn't been easy. And to be able to develop so quick as a very needed piece to a championship run that Golden State made, as everyone doubted him, he proved them wrong. But then, having to see that down season he had after the punch, it sucked, as we might never see Jordan Poole play the same way again. And it was a run to remember. And in my heart, and in many others, Jordan, you will always be